Hi everyone, as we saw earlier in the news, almost 2,300 athletes are in Taber this week for the Southern Alberta Summer Games. Action got underway this morning as 7 of the 20 sporting events were scheduled for opening day. The Southern Alberta Summer Games focuses on mass participation, physical and social involvement. For Taber, it's also a way to build community pride and boost local business. About 400 volunteers are helping to put on the 4 days of fun.
Well, these games are they're grassroots. You know, we have regions from all over Southern Alberta. We go as far as Cardston, all the way to Cypress County, and then all the way up to Nanton. So it's really bringing together the Southern Alberta regions and having some fun and meeting new people and just coming together as a community.
Participants range in age from 6 to about 80. This is the 44th game since the event began in 1970 in Pincher Creek. Lethbridge College and Kodiak's Athletics named Avery Harrison as the new athletics manager today. Harrison came to the college in 2010 as the women's basketball head coach and has been serving as the interim athletics manager since February of this year. He is the only coach in the ACAC to have won the Coach of the Year award with 3 different schools: Lethbridge College, SAIT, and Mount Royal. The CHL import draft was held today. Each club gets to have 2 European players on its hockey roster. The Lethbridge Hurricanes got to choose 20th overall, and they selected defenseman Christian Kenkel from Belarus. The Canes were also slaughtered to pick in the 82nd spot, but passed on the selection as they already have 2 Euros on the roster. Medicine Hat also only made 1 choice today, and that was on German forward Marcus Eisenschmidt. He went 28th overall. Kootenay made both of their picks. First, they went with defenseman Rinat Valiev from Russia, and then the Ice made a shrewd choice with their second-round selection. They picked Finland's Arturi Lehkonen, who was drafted by Montreal 55th overall on Sunday, and that could be a very pleasant surprise for Ice fans if he chooses to come and play for Kootenay. Boy, that Jeff Schnuth always has something up his sleeve. The Calgary Flames have been very busy adding players to their roster over the past weekend. We got to meet some of them today. The Flames held a press conference at McMahon Stadium to introduce newly acquired TJ Gagliardi, who will wear number 39. The Flames picked him up yesterday in a trade with San Jose, and he immediately signed a 1-year contract. Last week, the Flames sent Corey Sarich and Alex Tanguay to Colorado for David Jones and Shane O'Brien. Both of those guys played with Gagliardi when he was in Colorado as well, and Gagliardi says he is thrilled to be a Flame.
Being from Calgary, playing at pretty much every level that Calgary has to offer, to finally be able to play for the Flames is just, it's something I didn't think would happen at this point in my career, but I always wished that it would happen at some point. So the fact that it's happened this early is just kind of mind-blowing, actually.
He's a guy who had size. He's a younger player. He's a guy with experience. He skates well. He gets in on the forecheck. He's an energy guy. Jacques Cloutier loves him, loved coaching him, thinks he's a guy that has even more to give. And again, he's a guy who's going to play the system.
Why only 1 year?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that go into it. It's more of an opportunity, whereas if I come in this year and have the year I plan to have and have a good year, then you can kind of sign a longer-term deal, and that gives me another year going into free agency or unrestricted free agency.
And that suggests he obviously plans to have a big year this coming season, and we'll hear from the remaining new Flames later in the week. Don't forget, the free agency period begins Friday, so there could be even more new faces in the Flames lineup come the fall. The Phoenix Coyotes are staying in Glendale, Arizona, and will now be known as the Arizona Coyotes. Glendale City Council held a marathon debate on the Coyotes' plight last night and then voted 4-3 to keep the team at the Jobing.com Arena. The lease agreement pays an ownership group $15 million a year to manage the facility. The councillors who voted against the deal pointed out Glendale is already short of cash. The city's police department isn't fully staffed, and the fire department recently went into deficit by fueling its fire trucks. How about that? If Glendale had rejected the deal, the team would likely have moved to Seattle. Jackie, there's a Calgary businessman involved in this. George Gosby is a member of the new ownership group. So they're choosing hockey over safety.
And in Arizona these days, that makes a
lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay, coming up next, we're going to talk about Pets of the Week when we come back.
Kidding.